Hello everybody and welcome back to the Brigazoid's Den. Today we have some really exciting Owl House and Amphibia news. We have some synopsis for episodes in April for both shows. I believe there's 6 episodes in April for both shows. So we'll start with the Owl House here. We'll get right into it because I'm actually excited to go through these. I haven't looked at them yet. I just saw this. I don't ever use Twitter, but I saw this on Instagram. And Disney Animation Promos posted this. So you scroll on down here. We'll start with this first one. And, okay. Any Sport in a Storm is April 2nd. Hunter goes undercover at Hexside for his most important mission yet. Meanwhile, Willow is determined to succeed at an exciting new sport. Okay, so my first thoughts here are Hunter. This is the scene in the very quick, little 30-second trailer that we got, where Hunter was actually in Hexside, and this is why he goes undercover. We learn, it seems, for an important mission, most important mission yet. So I don't know what that could entail. That could probably be maybe getting Luz, or because I know we talked about the latest episode of the Owl House, which came out last Saturday, was saying that Bellos was wanting to meet with Luz again. So could this be Hunter maybe trying to get to Luz to take her or something? I don't know. There's a few things that this could mean, but then we also have it seems like another plot line here where Willow is learning how to do a new sport. Of course, in the last episode of the Owl House, we saw her working out, so I don't know if she's preparing for this sport. We don't know if the sport is Grudgeby or if this is some other sport from the universe, and I guess we'll have to see on April 2nd, but that's exciting. Next, we have Reaching Out. Amity wants to prove herself to her father, Alador, as we know, and Luz thinks she's found the perfect way to do it, underground witch duels. That's interesting, because Alador didn't really seem like a too mean of a parent where you had to prove yourself to him, I guess. So that's interesting that Amity wants to prove herself to her father. Oh, wants to. That's different. I was thinking, my first thoughts were that Amity, she would do something wrong and would have to, her father would make her prove herself in some way, but maybe it's Amity's willing to prove herself in some way to her father. So maybe it's a little bit different of an idea than I first had. But Luz, as it says here, thinks she's found another perfect way to do it. Underground witch duels. So that'll be interesting to see. It'll probably be a lot of fighting in that episode. And I guess we'll see how that one goes. That'll definitely be a Luz and Amity kind of episode, as well as seeing Alador again. He's one of my favorites from that one episode that we saw him in Season 2A. So that is exciting. Them's the Breaks Kid, April 16th. Ida tells a story from her teen years, the day she met Rain Whispers. Oh, that'll be a cool background episode, or backstory episode. Oh, that's going to be exciting. So this is definitely going to be all Ida, just kind of background episode. And we did see, I think, some of these quick little shots from the 30-second little teaser that they did, where we see young Ida, I don't know, was going to punch somebody or something. And then we may have even saw young Rain, but I could be wrong about that. But either way, that is super exciting. I can't wait for that episode on April 16th. That'll be a nice background episode. And maybe in that episode we'll also get Rain Whispers saved, maybe? I like to remember. I don't know exactly how that one's going to really go out. I don't know if it's just going to be Ida telling a story to Luz, or if it's going to be maybe Ida found Rain and just trying to convince Rain to come back, I guess, and remember. Next, we have Hollow Mind on April 23rd. This is the episode that I talked about in my Owl House video, that breakdown video of the first episode there. And this is the one that I was talking about where it seems a magical mishap transports Luz and Hunter into a new mindscape, and this one is a twisted nightmare. Now, this one, just judging by that description, was definitely from that little 30-second clip or one of the shots in the 30-second clip where Hunter and Luz are in this, it seems like it was Emperor Bellos' castle with pictures on the walls, but that I'm definitely thinking that is Emperor Bellos' mind. So that is very, very exciting, and I can't wait to see that episode. And this makes me even more excited just because of that description. And then we have the last episode coming out on April 30th, at the end of April, which is Edge of the World. So this will probably be a big episode, maybe, where King's quest to uncover his past leads to shocking revelations and horrifying truths. Sorry, I'm looking at this at an angle. I couldn't read that. This is going to be a King episode. Maybe this is where King meets with his ancestor, who might be his father or might just be his ancestor. I don't know for certain. But Okay, that'll be cool. That'll be cool. More King stuff. That's good to hear. Because it seems like he might be a big character for season two. Be a very important character because the season two finale of the season is called King's Tide, which of course refers to, my guess is refers to King, and maybe his abilities, maybe his ancestors have something to do with Bellos. I don't know. There's a lot that could happen there, but that is super interesting. Cannot wait for that episode. And now let me scroll up here so that we can go and look at. I'm gonna go back here. What was it? I think. Oh wait, no, I have to go up. Yeah, up here where we can look at the Amphibia synopses, whatever it is, for April. And of course, if you watched my breakdown video, you'll know I wasn't too crazy of a fan of the Amphibia episode that we got on last Saturday, but I'm still holding out hope that it is still good stuff, that there's more good stuff to come, because again, now we are in Amphibia, and now there's probably just going to be a huge battle, so I'm excited. So to start off here with April 2nd, of course, if you watched an Amphibia episode, you know that it's roughly like 22, 23 minutes with both episodes, or two basically storylines in one where it's separated. So there's like a segment A and a segment B. So for our April 2nd episode, which I think is the third episode, or what would that be, the 12th episode of the season, the segment A here is Sasha's Angels. A team of resistance fighters get captured by ruthless marauders. Okay, very simple description there. That'll definitely be a fun one, it sounds like, to have Sasha return in this episode. We haven't really seen Sasha since probably the beginning of season 2, or season 3A, I would believe, I think. That's how it was. Maybe like the first or second episode there, which is interesting. Then we have Town Road, oh boy. Anne and her friends search for the ancient city of Proteus? I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that is also interesting, so I wonder what the ancient city of Proteus has anything to do with defeating Andreas, but that is really exciting to see. And yeah, there's not much to say about it. I just don't know what's going on there, so we'll have to see when the episode comes out. And they keep using this word in some of their titles, Olms, and I don't really know what exactly that means, what this Olms stuff is. But we'll have to see when we watch the episodes, of course. So, April 9th, segment A, the April 9th episode, segment A. Anne and the crew meet with Mother Olm, the keeper of ancient prophecies. So I wonder if these two episodes here are connected. So maybe this ends off with a cliffhanger, and then you pick up where this one left off in this episode here, in the city of Proteus. Again, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but the keeper of the ancient prophecies. So there's definitely something there. Maybe this is learning more about the music box, I guess, maybe, where like how it was created was by these people of Olms, I guess, Mother of Olms. Interesting. And then for our segment B, we're kind of going back to probably a more simpler story where it says, due to dire circumstances, Grime is forced to train an apprentice. And that'll be cool to have. It seems like a sole Grime episode, and I wonder who his apprentice is going to be. I bet it's going to be somebody from Mortwood. I just don't know who in particular, of course, because we haven't seen the episode, but that is pretty exciting. And it's probably, again, like I said, probably going to be a bit of a more simpler storyline, maybe kind of diverging from the actual main storyline of, I guess, this Olm situation here. Next, we have the April 16th episode, which is, segment A is the root of evil, and the planters get stuck in a strange village of plant lovers. That sounds like not a filler episode, but kind of a very simple storyline that also may be diverging from the main storyline here. That sounds like just kind of like a one-off storyline. Alright, that's fine. I guess we'll have to see how it goes there. But this next episode here seems like it might be pretty important to the storyline here. The Core and the King. King Andreas confronts the demons of his past. That sounds like it's going to be a very important episode for some King Andreas backstory, which would be pretty cool to get, because, we don't really know, I don't think we really know too much about this character, so that would be cool to see. Then we have, Newts in Tights. While on a recon mission, Anne and Sprig confront an old mentor. An old mentor. I don't know if this means like a character that we've seen before in previous Amphibia episodes, or if this is a brand new character who's just kind of an old mentor, I guess. But that is interesting. We'll have to see how that one goes. Again, there's not much I can really speculate here, because I don't think we really got too much of a trailer or any kind of like sneak peek situation like we did for the Owl House, but Yeah, I don't know what to say here because I don't really know what's going on. This could be anything, really. Then we have Fight or Flight. Anne tries to rescue an old friend from one of King Andrias's robot camps. Is that like Frobo, maybe? Is Frobo going to have to get rescued? Because it says robot camps, so my immediate thoughts are Frobo maybe gets captured by King Andrias and has to rescue an old friend. Okay. Maybe this could be Sasha. Is there something that happens in maybe Sasha's Angels that they get screwed up, or like Anne has to go save him, or I don't know. I guess there's a few things that could maybe happen there, but again, my immediate thought was Frobo, but I don't think Frobo is an old friend either. So I don't know. I guess this could be really anything, because many of these episodes really seem to be three armies. Anne and Sasha must convince the frogs, newts, and toads to work together. Frogs, newts, and toads. Okay, so frogs seem to be from, would that be Grimes kind of group? Maybe they find Grimes group. Newts, obviously from Amphibia, I would believe. So like the Newt guards are going to maybe turn against King Andrias. And toads, of course, from Wartwood, I would believe, are to work together. Okay, so that'll be a cool episode, kind of bringing everybody together. And then this is, of course, the episode here, the beginning of the end, the final battle begins. So that's pretty cool. That'll definitely be a big episode there, where our war against, my guess is King Andrias and the Corps begins. That starts up. So that's actually pretty exciting stuff. Again, last week's episode of Amphibia I wasn't too crazy about, but this definitely gives me some hope that this season could be pretty cool. So, especially that final battle begins stuff. That's going to be exciting. I can't wait for that one. But, yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that could maybe, I could try and think of to say here, but I guess really not. I guess I'm excited for that. Let me see. So, we have Amphibia episode 1, or episode 10 was on last week. Then we have 11 this week, kind of. Yeah. 12 would be April 2nd. 13, 14, 15, 16. So segment B of episode 16 starts the final battle. So then we have like 4-ish episodes, I believe, to go through the entire final battle. So that's a lot. That is 23, 46, 69, 80, 90, 92 minutes, like an hour and a half-ish. That's pretty good. An hour and a half-ish final battle. I'll take that from Amphibia. So, with all that being said, I feel like I've been talking for too long here, but if you enjoyed that video, do the common YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later.